Hello, so I'm going to explain the maths homework for you. You have question number 9 on page 9. Now in the video she uploaded, she has been doing all the odd numbers, so 1, 3, 5 and 7. These are all on the video she uploaded. So now I'm going to do some of the ones that you have. Now, that she hasn't done, which are for homework. So the first one is when you have four sides in a shape, it always adds up to 360, always. So we can start by saying that in this case, the sum of interior angles is equal to 360 because it has four sides, 1, 2, 3, 4. So how we're going to calculate the sum of interior angles? So we have 104 plus 96 plus 62 plus x is equal to 360. So at the stage we have 104, which is here, we have 96, which is here, we have 62, which is here, and we have x, which is here, is equal to 360 degrees. Now sum means addition, so when you see the word sum, it means add. So we're adding the numbers, this one, and this one together. So x, you don't know x. So the first thing we do is we add these three numbers together. So this is number 2, sorry, I forgot to write it. So sum of interior angles equals 360. We added all the angles up. Now let's work it out. 104. Add 104 plus 96 plus 62. The answer is 262. So now we know that 262, because we added these numbers together. Sorry, these numbers. 262 plus x is equal to 360. Now, what do we do now to get x? We have to get x, the subject of the formula. I'm not going to tell you how to do this every single time, so you learn and you can do it on your own. So, what number do we have to take to the other side to get x on its own? The 262. So we write x equals 360. Is this number positive or negative? Think. Is there a minus in front of it? No, so it's positive. So when we take it to the other side, when it jumps over the equal sign, it becomes a negative 262. So now we can do 360 minus 262 is equal to 98. And that is the answer, 98. So in example 2, x, we found that it is 98. So these four numbers add up to 360. Now let's move on to number 4, where it seems tricky, but it actually isn't. So number 4, count the sides. We'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, sum of interior angles in a 5-sided shape don't add up to 360, but how much do they add up to? So let's see. So we're doing number 4 now. So the sum of the interior angles is equal to 180. This is just the formula, don't worry. 180 in brackets n minus 2. So we're saying that the sum of the interior angles is equal to 180 open brackets n minus 2 close brackets. So we're saying that 180 is timesing by n minus 2 because it is in brackets. Now what is n? N, it's quite easy. N is the number of sides of the shape. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sum of interior angles equals 180, open brackets, 5 minus 2, close brackets. Because again, n in this equation is the number of sides, don't forget. And in this case, we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, let's just do this. Equals 8, 0. 5 minus 2 is 3. So, equals 180 minus 3. Let's just check. Division, times 3. 180 is equal to 540. So we know that the sum of the interior angles, the sum. So number 4, we know that all these numbers, 120 plus 118 plus 73 plus 89 plus x is equal to 540. So these 5 numbers add up to 540, but we need to find x now. So what we can do is the sum of the interior angles, which are all these angles added together. So we do 89 plus 120 plus 118 plus 73 plus x, because we have to find the x, is equal to 540 degrees, because we know that the sum over the interior angles is equal to 540 degrees. So these 5 numbers add up to 540, but we don't know x. So we added these together, plus x is equal to 540. Now, what are these 4 numbers added together? I want you to take out the calculator and work it out. So I added the numbers together and they add up to 400. So 400 plus x, because we don't know x yet, is equal to 540. Now, what are you going to do? Come on, you can't do this on your own. I'm not going to explain this for you. Just look at this example where we took 262 on the other side and it became minus, and you have to do the same here. You have to take 400 to the other side, and what happens to 400? From a positive it changes to. I'm not going to tell you the answer, so work it out for yourself. Now, number 6, I'm not going to work it out for you because it's exactly the same as number 4, so you can do it on your own. Now, number 8. So, this looks a bit complicated, but what you have to do is you have to use the method that I explained in number 4. It is exactly the same, but you have to first let me start it off for you, and then you're going to continue it on your own. So, sum of interior angles is equal to. Now, does this shape have 4 sides? Definitely not. Because if a shape had 4 sides, this would be sum of interior angles is equal to 260 degrees. Now there are way more than 4 sides. So let's count the sides together, starting at 165 up here. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sides. Okay, that's a lot of sides. So we know that 180, the formula that we use in number 4, we know that 180 times n minus 2. So we know that the sum of interior angles is equal to 180 times n minus 2. Now, what is n? What is n? What did I say n was? N is equal to, let me just write it up here so you don't forget, n is equal to number of sides. So we know the number of sides when we counted it together was 15. So we know that 180, open brackets, and we found it was 15 minus 2. And again, we can do equals 180 times 13, because 15 minus 2 is 13. Now let's work it out. 180 times 13. So the sum of interior angles in the shape is 2340. Now the second part you're going to do on your own. So you have to look at the shape. You have to find the sum of the interior angles, which means you have to add all these numbers together, all of them. Just follow this method, follow the method on number 4, where I added all the numbers together and put x as well, and equal to the number you found over here. So all these numbers added together equals 2340. Then you have to make x the subject of the formula. I hope this was helpful.